I do believe we are live. So I'll say, indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. On another conscious evolution. It's going to be an especially windy day. And I feel, even though I wanted to go and sit inside to get away from it, it's appropriate, as a lesson, as a means to kind of like get deeper into the meaning of today's stream. Today we're going to talk about pebbles on the beach, a topic inspired by Kristen. There she is in chat right now. Blessings to you, beloved friend. She was going on vacation, and on the beach she looked down and saw pebbles. And the closer she looked, the smaller pebbles she saw, and the closer she looked, she eventually saw sand grains. And just to think of that as an analogy to us as human beings as well, where we'll get washed by life. Reality will keep flowing over us indefinitely, slowly but surely melting away the parts of ourselves that we ought not be. And that might be a little bit abrasive, to use words associated with getting chipped away. It's going to be abrasive at points. And yet, that is the process that we are a part of. That is the reality we find ourselves within. And even though we might be like sand grains eventually, so small, so small in comparison to the rest of the world, so small in comparison to our solar system, so small in comparison to the universe at large, we live large lives, right? And even if you get chipped away by life, that is still a part of it. That is the experience that you gain from it. It's nice to have you all here, Kristen and beloved Shan, and to you friends lurking in the background, sending you blessings as well. Let me pour myself a glass of water, then we'll read something worth saying, and then we'll have some conversations. The visit with guests yesterday was mostly uneventful and unfortunately a little bit uninspiring. And then around the end of it, like after we've had our meals and I wanted to make my flower to kind of like get my busy work done, I shared the stuff that I do, right? Like the fact that I take my clothing and create flowers with them, showed the iterative process of that, showed how it eventually turns out, showed the layers of information that I get to choose from to make the flower, showed the coloring process, showed the numerology that I add to the front of every single little flower's, title post, showed the poem, read them the poem. We were talking about death. We're talking about, the inevitability thereof. We're talking about, unfortunately, one of the people who were here last night's brother dying of cancer right now. So it was definitely a heavy and loaded experience, but as soon as I let myself be myself, it felt a little bit lighter. Getting chipped away slowly but surely. We call them uncles, but they're not technically, it's not technically my uncle. One of the who were here last night, the men, one of the first things that he said to me is, "We keep getting older and you still look so young." And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that so much. You know who the lurker is, Mel. I guess Sam is one of them. We have Ducktat here too. There's Joy Vive's name. How was Fish of Strangers last night? It was not bad. It wasn't as good as I was hoping for, right? Like I was disappointed. I was disappointed with myself this morning, having broken my fast kind of vibe, right? Like I didn't feel good. I felt like groggy, like headachy, kind of still tired. Slept an extra hour and a half. It wasn't it wasn't that worth it. I'm getting washed by wind right now. Like it's coming at me. Like there's dust getting lodged in my eyeballs as well. I'm showing up with this. I'm getting washed. This is what it feels like to be a little pebble on the beach right now, Mel. Imagine this, whoosh, a whoosh, your whole life, whoosh, your whole reality, whoosh, layer by layer, slowly peeling off of you. Whoosh. This is what you're here for. There we go. Acceptance. Acceptance. Thank you, water. If you let them, sometimes people will surprise you. You see, the thing is, even though that's true, people will surprise you negatively as well, Joy Vive. Right? Even though it wasn't really that surprising, the way I got negatively surprised, it's still surprising to be surprised that negatively. You know what I mean? No? So imagine you know things, right? Or at least you assume things, right? And these things that you assume, you don't verbalize because it would be rude to do so. And then instead of you having to assume these things or verbalize these things that you've assumed, the people just say them out loud. They just say them straight up out loud, right? And then you're like, whoa. I don't think you should say stuff like that out loud, you know? You know, I think you should keep stuff like that to yourself. It's kind of hilarious. Hey, Mojo and Luke. And I said hi to Duck Dad, but hi again to you, Brother Bear. What if I don't like surprises, Joy? Yeah. How about that, Joy? What if I don't like surprises, so I don't want to let people surprise me or whatever? Stranger Fish is a very different series. I am cleansing myself. Yes. I am look at tree. I am look at grass. I am look at cloud. I breathe. I'm cleansed. Thank you very much. I don't care for them myself, but people make fast moves. I'm so sorry. You better be sorry, dude. Become so naturally smooth. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting smoothed right now. The wind is helping, surely. Hopefully it brings with it some rain clouds. Look at Pippi just chilling in the wind. Maybe she likes it as well. Little teacher, look at her. No care in the world. What care? Care for what? Care for who? Why care? There's just chillaxing in this moment. I am chillax. I am lay on grass. Again, Mojo, blessings to you. It's nice having you here, friend. I had to go out my vulgarity before the wholesome dance moves of Cuckoo Kangaroo. Wonder if Shan actually has went and seen it. I don't know if I have, but hey, dear Shan, sending you lovin's as well, Puppy Butt. Yeah, look at her. Hey, Puppy Butter. You're too far away for me to give you proper attention. You want to get closer? You want to get close? And she's like, oh, fine. Fine, I'll get a little bit closer to get some attentions. Peppy teaching us the way. Yeah, teaching us. Just laying on the grass while the wind washes over us. This is how you do it, dude. Chill out, bro. Stop tripping out. Just chill out. Just chillax. Just chillax or try chillaxing. Look at that little face being like, bruh, why you stop, bro? Why you do that stop? Alright, why you do that stop? I'll bite you. You freaking don't stop petting me, you'll get fight. You silly thing. Such a silly bobelly. Alright. Alright. You're biting me. You see, like, Joy Vive likes to say that hands aren't toys, but she doesn't bite down. She just, like, pretends bite. Look at that. Pretend. Oh, I'm biting you. Oh, I'm gonna be biting you. I'm biting. Oh, yeah. Dixie does the same thing. It's so cute. Hey. Like, what hurts really is her little feetsies. Like, they have these little side nails, and those usually end up. Can you see that? Digging into my skin. Bruh. It's so clear on my side. Maybe if I do it like this. Can you see that? You can see those little flecks of skin that got ripped off. Yeah, that ends up happening. That hurts more than the actual teeth. It's just a little dog feetsies gripping onto me. Ah, sweetie patootie. What's the lesson? Show butthole for attention. I mean, some people take that lesson, Sam. Some people are making gang cash right now, having learned that lesson. I don't really recommend it. Again, because generative AI is going to make you obsolete real quick, and then your pictures of butthole is still going to be online indefinitely, right? Like I pride myself in one day, maybe still embarrassing myself in front of my kids, but my kids' friends won't be able to show them pictures of my butthole. Be like, look at this dude, look at this photo I have on my phone, and then they look and then they see my butthole. No, I'm not. I'm gonna spare my kids that fractal, please. No, please, thank you. Get back your hand. Lovey lovies. Hello to you. It's nice having you here too, dear Zano. How was your adventures? Pippi has the best girls though. She does. So playful. Look at her melting down again. Just having a good time. Pretend till she really nips you. Then you make the hurt upset face. Yeah. Because she knows. She knows I'm a soft human being. Right? She knows like the tolerances I have. And then sometimes she gets overexcited and then, like it's usually not like nips me. She usually like it's like a momentum thing. Like she'll move her face while not biting down properly and then hook me with her canine, and then that hurts kind of vibe. The bottle database. No, I don't want to declaw her either. That doesn't seem real cool. Maybe like cut her little side nails or something. That could be like one approach. Okay, so the key to immortality is the stream be covered. No, please. I mean, technically, I can make this work. How can I make this work? What's the lesson here? Abrasive? Yeah. I don't know if bottles are abrasive necessarily, but the topic of bottles can be pretty abrasive to my mind. Right? Like it makes me instantly go, I'm getting abrased right now, but I'm still here. Right? Watching the versions of me that gets angry melt away slowly but surely. Be like, oh yeah, oh, do not wish for things to be as you ought them to, but exactly as they are, or whatever's. Yeah, fine, Epictetus, whatever you say, dude. For a solid 2 years, my daughter thought it was hilarious to run naked. No, 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 bro. Turn around and it would be payback is coming. I mean, like as a practical joke, I'm just imagining again, right? Like this is my perspective. Like I don't even want to read that comment out loud because it was too yikes. I feel like that's some demonetized shit. But as a soul, right? As an infinite being, embodying into this reality and becoming a human being, that is kind of funny, right? That is kind of hilarious, kind of, right? Like it's shocking, viscerally shocking, and like absolutely a big no. Like please no. Oh goodness. But from a cosmic giggle perspective, like the universe fucking with you, that's kind of hilarious. Payback is as simple as threatening to show her friends when she's older. Good morning, friends. That's like the story you tell, right? That's like the story you tell. Like if she like has like lip, she gives you lip when she's like a teenager, you look at her and go, don't make me tell your friends about the butthole story, right? And then she'll be like dead silent. Hey Simon, I've been missing you, dear friend. Day 6 sober, one day at a time. One day at a time, Red the Bear. And Simon, I see you changed your name, Simon Peeman. The way I can think of it as well, right, is to not be angry at yourself for relapsing or going back around, right, but to see it as a muscle that you're training. Every single time you pull yourself back from that experience, you are getting stronger. And I'm proud of you for doing that, friend. I'm sure you will be able to take it one day at a time continually. Love is true. It's nice having you here. Continue showing up, dear friend. Face is classic. You're just that. Oh, you're just in time, Joe. Namaste, melting soul. Love to you, dear Lisa. Of course, the conversation is like already so far off the rails. Why am I not surprised, right? Absolutely no rails in this conversation. Please, can we rails again? I feel like that's also what is the word that Brother Duck Dad derailed our conversation with? That's another That's another fractal. That's another situation. That's a. I'm already missing it. Mm, I'll leave it at it. I'll put it down. Continue moving forward. No, 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 no. Have we ever stopped, Joe? I don't think we do. Getting slowly but surely washed. Technically, we just finished. Fuck yes, they added Love is True. We talk about some random shiznit. Oh yeah, Lisa. About everything, right? This is a stream about everything. If Seinfeld is a stream about or a show about nothing, I'm gonna take on the fractal love. This is a show about everything, right? Slowly but surely, as I do this every single day, we'll experience everything eventually, right? That's why I have to live at least 1,000 years. 1,000 years of life means that I can stream almost everything, and even then, I won't even scratch the surface. I won't even scratch the surface of the surface. Mel just said butt wash. Yeah, wash your butt. How about that, Joy? Right? Get educated right now. What a terrible world we live in where kids doing silly stuff is taboo. I don't think it's the taboo thing. I just think it's the sexualization of kids that we are so scared of, right? Appropriately so, that we don't, right? It's like a don't go there kind of fractal, right? And anything that can suggest. Like I'm thinking about like my uncle as well, where he wanted me to remove my streams from the internet because his daughter joined me and sat down next to me because he believed that people on the internet was going to sexualize his daughter, when that's not what this stream is about. But I get where he comes from, being a parent, I guess, right? Trying to at least be understanding. I don't want to be understanding of that uncle, but I'm evolving. Look, I'm evolving right now. I'm getting washed by the universe. So Toasty Malosty is here too. Love to you, bros. Nice seeing your name here always, man. Sending you some lovin's. It's beautiful. One of our young members, what? On Friday, and I'm pretty broke up about it because we were buddies. When she lived here, we would go out and get in trouble together. I think she OD'd. That is a tragedy. I see a lily. I think they're lilies. Pond lilies? Those white flowers that have like those multiple petals opening up. So love is true. I'm seeing a cuckoo in the background right now. I actually saved one of those today. He flew into the window. They have these cool mohawks. Hey Google, show me a cuckoo.
According to Wikipedia, cuckoos are birds in the Cuculidae family.
I don't
The
know if
sole
this is the
taxon
one.
in the order Cuculliformes.
Hey Google, show me a South African cuckoo.
These are the top results.
No, this is also not it. They have mohawks. I mean, I can try and show you with this, but it's not gonna reach properly. I don't think, at least. Yeah, there he is. That little specky right there. You can see he has like a little bit of a mohawk. They do have them furled back. One day, I'll have 300mm lenses, and I'll be able to punch right in on that little burb. Be able to show you. No, I was gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, but you can finish the sentence for yourself. Yeah. And if you don't know what sentence I was gonna say, then good. You haven't been damaged by the internet like I have today. Oh no, I think it's hilarious. I think it's absolutely hilarious. She grew out of it, and every day that she did it, I said, "This is my life now." That is kind of like a bruh. This is my life now. What's happening? Oh, why is this happening to me? I'm sorry to hear that, Zano. You're honoring her by telling us. We're honoring all of her. Thank you so much for the love. Seeing her as a flower blooming on the other side as well, right? Maybe not in this plane anymore. Maybe she is a little flower right now somewhere in our world. Oh, no, no. I'm sorry. You guys are savage. Yeah, bro. I need some mercy right now. Please. Mercy, please. Please, can I have some mercy? The moon is staring down on me. The sun from that side. moon from there. I don't know if you could see her. I can't see what you friends were seeing for a second there, but you can imagine there's a moon staring at me from there and the sun staring at me from the back. Man, good for you. Love is true. I'm so sorry, Zana. Hugs and love. Thank you for the duck dad for sending love too. Why is it always about? I don't know, Joe. I don't know. I feel like maybe all of us are sexually frustrated or something. Who do I blame? Whose fault is this? Oh, this today is Sam's fault. It's all Sam's fault today. Yes, I think so. Is it my fault? Duck Dad's fault. All of our faults. I'm trying to get away from this. I miss my Zano. She's here at least with us today. Duckling. That dude, Duckling is such a savage. She would be like, Dad, this is all you got? I'll tell them right now. Let's talk about duck, spider, dog, poo bags. Ducks, spider, dog, poo bags. I don't know that one. I know that Zano made spiders from dog poo bags. Maybe that's what we're talking about. I promise they are just her shoes melt. But you go check out Disco General. First concert shoes. I saw them. I did see them actually. Little light up, glow in the dark shoes. You know, a photo of her behind glass, I believe as well. You know, posing with them. I did get to see them, bro. Thank you for sharing. You know, her excitement with us as well. Anything other than that's my humble opinion. Me too, bro. No rail Sunday. Hello, Melt. Hello, Toasto. Give us something else to talk about, Toasty Malosty, please. Please, we need some mercy right now, dude. I need to get mercy. Dude, Melt, you're starting talking about. No, no, I'm innocent. Oh no, it was someone talking about Pippi, right? Like I was talking about how Pippi was teaching us lessons, and then Sam mentioned butthole because Pippi was like butthole facing camera, right? Bro, this stream is gonna get so buried. Oh, the algorithm is like, why is this goof saying this word over and over again? Please, algorithms, please look at me, algorithm. I love you. Please show this video to other people. Actually, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe don't show this video to people. Maybe this one is supposed to get buried. This one will be like one of the shadow banned YouTube live streams. I'll put it in the deep crevices of the AI's brain, right? Like the AI wants to forget this one as well. Sorry, Zano. I'm losing many friends to ODs. Life is good though. Death can be beautiful, but hard for us in life still. Exactly. I don't think of death as the end, right? I feel like that helps me to kind of maybe dissociate from the pain that comes along with death. That seems to be what works for me, right? I don't believe dying is the end. Partially because I've gone there, right, and I've gone places through my own experiences that have, at least to me, empirically proven that there is much more to reality than just being human, right? So much more. So much more. So I don't worry about death too much. It doesn't make it any less tragic for the people that lose their loved ones. My left arm is fucked. Can we all pray for cybernetic enhancement? What happened, Joe Schmo? I'm seeing Joe Schmo with a cyber arm, right? He didn't have to, but he opted for the plasma cannon cyber arm anyway, right? Where it works as a normal arm until he needs to turn it into a plasma cannon, and then he can, right? Hopefully, Joe Schmo never have to use his plasma cannon. Quill? No, no, no. It's like this little long-beaked burb with this mohawk. You know, he has these mohawk feathers. I do have a photo on my phone. I actually, because one of them flew into the house today, I held it in my hands and took a few photos. Maybe, actually, I can show you. This is how. New, 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 new. This is what they look like. Yeah, this is gonna work. Look at that dude. Look at that mohawk. I know his mouth is a little bit bloody because he yeeted himself into the window. But after I opened my hand outside, he didn't have a problem flying away. Look at that mohawk. Isn't that sick? So cool. And then this massive moth I found on the table last night as well. As soon as I touched him, he spread those little eye wings out, trying to intimidate me. But I just found him pretty. Hmm. Let's try that one. What's wrong with your arm, Joe? I'm curious as well off the rails Sunday. Mel didn't get a chance to congratulate you for the upcoming festival gig. Thank you, Mojo. Thank you so much, dear friend. I'm looking forward to it. It should be the first of many. Right? I hope to educate and skill myself in a way where I can knock it out of the park, metaphorically speaking. Absolutely melt people's minds, and then hopefully I'll get more gigs continuing forward. Maybe. And I did mention that I hope by the next year around this time I'll be a little bit better financially off, and this could be a massive vector for actually doing that. Don't forget to sort by all. Thank you for reminding me. Just did that. You're always so good at celebrating other people's accomplishments. It's awesome to see your dreams beginning to manifest as well. Thank you, Mojo. Like, you are a supporter of this, dear friend. You have been supporting my fractal flower, so you're a part of that as well. Thank you for providing me resources to be able to survive, to get to the point where I can manifest my dreams. Slowly but surely, we will make it. I posted some stuff we did in general, but everyone was kind of sad, so we couldn't get stuff done. That's okay. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Melt, have you seen the movie Annihilation? Hey Google, the movie Annihilation.
Annihilation is
Yeah.
a 2018 movie directed by
Yeah, I have.
Garland.
I have seen that movie. Very visceral, creepy-esque, psychedelic, beautiful in a horrific way as well, right? Like the images that are flashing in my mind is the trees in the shape of people. That's a big one. And also the dude who got walled. I think that's the best way to say it. Got fungal walled. So beautiful, yet so yikes. Annihilation is quite a movie. Happy Sunday to you, Shell. Blessings. It's nice having you. Why is it my fault? I merely pointed it out. Your fault. Your fault. Look at me blaming. I'm blaming right now. I take absolutely no responsibility. I'm sorry, Sam. I need to blame shift this one. This one specific. I need to blame shift. Maybe you weren't supposed to get anything done other than talk about it. Exactly. Process it, not finish it. Maybe like not finishing the project was in its own way symbolic, right? Kind of like associating with this OD. Shoot, it was default to top messages. It is default to top messages for some reason. Zana creation sauce. Shoot, love is true. I don't blame you for these shenanigans. It's the community. It was me. I started technically because I commented Pippi, but I didn't know that it would turn into maybe I did. Yeah, don't. How about you don't do that, right? All of us know buttholes. All of us have buttholes. Sure, sometimes Pippi butthole too, right? Yeah, but no, right? Like this, yes, that, and also everything else, right? There's a lesson in that actually. So, I was like sharing today's stream topic with our friends in yoga, and I was mentioning to Joy Vive, right? Like I was mentioning to Joy Vive the fact that we're going to talk about pebbles getting washed and then turning into smaller pebbles and then smaller and smaller until eventually just sand grains. And she was like, "Oh, thanks, Mel. I'm as small as a sand grain." I'm like, "Oh, actually, in the grand scheme of things, you're exponentially smaller than a sand grain. You right? Like you're so much smaller than a sand grain that sand grains would be like black hole scaled entities in comparison to your human body if it got scaled up into universal terms, right?" And she's like, "Oh, nice." And yet, even though we are infinitesimally small on this grand scheme of things, we still live large lives, right? We still live whole, full, complete lives. And what you tend to focus on, if you focus on how small you are and you make that a thing, you make that a problem, you make that an issue in your mind, that is what you experience, like focusing on buttholes, right? Like you can do that. You can do that. That's available to you, but it is what you're going to get if you do that. So choose wisely. You will get to experience a lot through it. The word pebble is fun. It is a fun word, right? Pebble. Pebble. Dropping pebbles in the infinite ocean, creating ripples that will influence all. What pebbles are you dropping? I actually have a few things worth saying about pebbles like that. Maybe that's what we're supposed to read. Let's see how long it takes me. Oh! Literally the first page I open up. Look at that. Pebble. It goes, I am the one that have chosen to assume the responsibility for the pebble called Earth. Of course, I get a pebble right on the first try. But that's not the pebble thing I wanted to read you, friends. There's cooler pebble fractals. Pebble, pebble. I should just do it. I've been like neglecting doing it for so long, but I should just do it. Write down all of these things we're saying on my tablet because then I can search. I can type in pebble and it will highlight all of the pebble things we're saying. But no, I keep I'll do it some other time and then some other time becomes never. Freaking pebbles. Let's see. Pebble, pebble. I know pebble. I'm still happy that I opened to a pebble fractal right at the first try though. I'm pretty stoked about that. Forgiveness, celebrate. You know what? Since Mojo was mentioning celebration, I celebrate in this manner the truth of who I am, and I bring peace to the world this day. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a nice one. As this pebble, I can bring peace to the world this day. Pebble. Some pebble, pebbles. Pebble, pebble, pebble. Here's your pebble, pebble key. Pebble, pebble, pebble. Pebble, pebble. No pebble here, no pebble there. No pebble so. No pebble sus. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I'm getting them pebbles. I found the one that I was looking for. But I'm just checking if I can find more. Yeah. So this is the one I was thinking about as soon as you mentioned the word pebble. Pebbles, right? It goes, dropping pebbles into the field of awareness. For everything is a web of relationships, and the body is a third dimensional form of attention. You remain in connection with all other webs of relationship, and you have available to you everything in all of creation. And then that whole dropping pebbles into the field of awareness is directly associated with this fractal, where it goes, I am the one who chooses to drop the pebbles and then experience the effects thereof. I alone interpret all neutral relationships or experiences. I alone place value upon objects, things, thoughts, and belief systems. I alone am the literal creator of my moment to moment experience. You are not a victim to the world you see. A mind that chooses to be a victim of the world remains powerless. Realize that you're the one dropping the pebbles. Realize that you are the pebble being dropped. Take control. Take responsibility for it. I've been having some weird thoughts lately. I kind of wonder what you guys think of them. Past souls are the basis of creation / creativity / imagination. Our thoughts are our own, but also a shuffling of past energies. I feel like anytime someone close to me has passed, they try to tell me this. It's hard to explain. So, what I would like to offer you in that fractal, Zano, is this. The fact that the words we use right now and the ideas we share could technically be seen as ununique, right? Like they have been said before. So in you saying words, any words whatsoever, you are kind of speaking as and for the versions of self that have passed, right? That it is an iterative process. There is this continuation of energy pushing reality forward. So, yeah, I believe that. I believe all of humanity is a part of the individual, and the individual is a part of all of the humanity. We are egg. Yeah. If you want to do yourself a massive favor, go and watch The Egg by Kierkegaard. I'm not necessarily sure that's exactly how it is, but it is a beautiful interpretation of this reality we're a part of. I like the English term cellar door. Cellar door. What word do I like? Conscientious. That one is a nice one for me. Conscientious. Eph- ephemeral. That one is also nice. Ephemeral. Exuberant. That one is also nice, yeah? Exuberant, yeah. Ecstatic. Also like a one. Tumultuous. That one also makes me happy, even though it's not a good one. Tumultuous. Erroneous on the us flavor. Transcendent. That one also makes me happy. Words are nice. I like words. Words have so much power in them. They're, in my mind, spells, right? The fact that I just made a bunch of sounds and you're like, oh, yes, I feel things with these sounds that Mel's making. Mantis arms are cool. You want mantis arms? I don't know if I want mantis arms, Toast. The mantis arms are a little bit too yikes for me, bro. Like I would like get the gorilla arms. You know, like we're talking about cyberpunk right now. Hey Google, show me cyberpunk mantis arms.
I found this on the web.
Like the mantis arms are too much, bro. Like that's a little bit too much for me, bro. No, like if I see someone with mantis arms, like I'm GTFOing, bro. Like I'm getting the fuck out, bro. Look at this. Look at that. That's a yikes, right? That's not cool. That's not cool to me. That's like no, no, mm-mm. No, please, thank you. No, put that away. You put that away right now. You put those away. I'll get gorilla arms. Let me search again. Gorilla gorilla arms. It's not good photos of them. Like that's very bad. That's such a bad photo, bro. Come on. This is the best you got, Google? Spits on ground. Bro, come on. This is literally like they're not gonna give me better than that. Like, all of these photos are trash. I said it. Okay, so this one is acceptable. Still bad. Still really bad. Maybe this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is like a modified version. Right? It's just like extremely strong arms. They look like normal arms, but they have like metal knuckle busters. Those I'll get because they still look like arms. Swords coming out your arms? Nah. Nah. Rebecca has gorilla. Yeah. Rebecca got her brother's gorilla arms. Super strong. And you can technically have like a little grenade launcher in them. So also pretty sick. What's your gig? Are you leading yoga? No. I'm gonna be doing staging. Like technically, fortunately, I'm not going to have to do stage design just yet. That is the eventual plan. But I'm going to be doing the 3D mapping on top of the stage using my fractal flowers, Toast. So I'm super stoked, bro. Getting to use my art, you know, in the outside world as well, especially for those who will be extra receptive to that beauty. Thoughts? What kind of thoughts? Yeah, that was a little bit vague. I want mantis arms with Trex grabbers. My favorite word is mezzanine. Mezzanine. I don't think I know that one. Hey Google, define mezzanine.
Here's the definition.
Mezzanine.
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 Low story between two others in a building, typically between the ground and first floors.
Okay, so it's like a It's like the floor, the low story below two others in the building. Sounds like a basement, but it sounds like the room above the basement or the floor above the basement, mezzanine. I could totally work with a mantis arm. No, bro. Mantis arms are too much, bro. Like, again, because like, what if that? Like, it's just too. It's just too much. Again, because you'll kill somebody with that accidentally or something, right? That's the big thing. Looks like a woodpecker. It is almost like a woodpecker type of bird. Joy, do you visit places with mezzanines? Not so much these days, Shell. Life was more exciting pre-COVID. What's your gig? Live again, dude. Thank you for asking. He leads yoga every day, Toast. Yeah, Toast. I'm a yoga teacher, bro. Daily yoga teacher. I lead classes every day. Melt, look how far you've come. I remember when you said, I know I should try out yoga. The universe keeps pulling me to it. But at a festival. Yep, that I've done as well. Like I was technically giving my yoga class at the festival that I went to last. You know, I had some people sitting down close to me, but I didn't queue for them. I was just queuing for our friends who joined us. Okay, bear with me. I think I've read that one now. Salam banana. What's the difference between yoga and qigong? Hey Google, what's the difference between yoga and qigong? Qigong.
According to
Actually, it got it.
SCBI,
It's a
in its
spiritual approach.
approach,
Yoga. No, please
yoga's
stop.
postures were
Stop,
originally
stop, please.
created for building
Stop it. Yoga's postures were originally created for building muscles so that the practitioner would be able to perform a seated meditation for hours. That is actually true. Qigong, on the other hand, was less of a muscular focus, using more flowing movements, which are physically easier to practice. Yoga is hard, yo. Yoga is supposed to be hard so you can build those muscles, right? Like the fact that most of the muscle I have right now is like yoga muscles. They're not as big as they used to be, admittedly, but I feel stronger right now than I ever have. So I'm happy with it. Take pictures of your text and have Google pull it. I don't know what those words mean. I'm sorry, Toast. It's hard to explain. It's okay. Zano, I think so. And the worst pain of grief is when we move entirely permanently inside your psyche in a reverse birth process. Mezzanine, do you like Massive Attack, Joy? I do, Luke. Massive Attack? Is that a band or something? I feel I passed one. I can deeply. I feel I passed once. I care deeply for in a broader, deeper way after they pass. It's interesting and refreshing. I enjoy it more now than ever. Can you reread the bit about the mind becoming a victim, please? A mind who believes itself a victim is powerless to change, or something like that. It's basically a quote about how if you believe yourself to be a victim of the world, you become powerless. There we go. A mind that chooses to be a victim of the world remains powerless. I think I said it well enough, right? If a mind chooses, because again, your body might be victimized, right? That's true. Like that's not something that I want to invalidate or anything. But if your mind chooses to become victimized, to believe itself to be a victim, after you've been victimized, you know, when you are out of that environment, out of that experience, and you echo over and over again, oh, I'm a victim, oh, I'm a victim, oh, I'm a victim, make yourself powerless, right? You are actively taking away your power to actually do something about it going forward. A mind that chooses to be a victim of the world remains powerless. It is a brutal one. And then it goes into awareness is all that you have and all that you are, right? So that's the antidote to that whole fractal of the mind making itself a victim. Because the mind technically is a layer that goes on top of your awareness, right? Awareness, I believe, is at base. Awareness is what I would call God, right? The fact that you have this part of you that's aware of everything and remains aware of everything. And I believe it remains aware of everything from a place of love. So awareness is all that you have and all that you are. For you are what you create. By deciding which vibrations, yesterday's stream topic, you will allow to settle in and become a part of you. You are eternally a creator. the one thing you have no free will over. Make the decision to get on with being alive. And as such, think as God thinks. And God thinks only lovingly, infinitely, timelessly, patiently, certainly, and above all, playfully. For we are made from the very substance of overwhelming love and playfulness, by the extension of creation itself. Embrace yourself as a ceaseless creator and assume complete responsibility for everything that comes into your field of awareness. Bring forth creation by joining with other minds. Father, create through me the good, the holy, and the beautiful. You are perfectly free to create anew. Things worth saying, yo. Damn. So worth saying those things. My mind feels super hyped now, actually. No. We are A. Shan, sending lovings to our friends. Happy birthday to Luke. Is it Luke's birthday today? Have we been missing it this whole time? Luke has just been birthdaying in silence. Happy birthday, Luke. Sending you blessings, dear one. Thank you for joining us. Just imagine Trek grabbers instead of pokies. I don't know what those words mean, unfortunately. Maybe I should or something. I love your presence, Shan. It just makes my heart smile. She really is a divine feminine. If I see someone with mantis arms, I'll climb a ladder, bro. I'm getting the fuck gonna die, Joe. I'll do anything that requires thumbs. Have a Sunday salad. Rebecca just does, actually. My dad stopped over right after stream started, and we got very into conversation. So happy to be present with you beautiful friends now. Love to you. I'm happy that you spent that time with your beloved dad as well. That's nice. Hope that as well. My kiddo is making me an ice cream cake. Him and his friends are baking the ice cream now. I'm excited. What? What? What do you mean? What do you mean they're baking the ice cream? Am I confused right now? Maybe he's joking. Right? Maybe there is a recipe where you like have like a cream filling that you do bake and then it fluffs up and then you freeze it and then it becomes the ice cream cake. You know what? I'm gonna suspend my disbelief. Baked ice cream cake. Yeah, I'm also confused, Joy. That's so cool. I'm so happy that your son is actually making something for you, bro. That's so beautiful. You're so welcome, Luke. I hope you have a super awesome day filled with love. Love is true. Thank you, Shan, for reminding us. Lisa, you always make me smile, friend. What about a Sunday salad, Joy? They saw it on Sniper Wolf. You know what's the best part? Like, we've been talking about butthole multiple times during the stream, but I am more disgusted by the Sniper Wolf fractal than my butthole. Oh, goodness. Love to your kid, bro. It hurts me that he brain damages himself with Sniper Wolf. She is hot, though, so I get it. Right? 9-year-old boys probably would be attracted to Sniper Wolf. Okay, that's a mutual Shan. Crazy world we live in where for people can do that for just being them. Oh, absolutely. Okay. Thanks, Mel. Love is true. Look, that's so sweet. I wonder how you eat baked ice cream cake. I'm thinking maybe like cream cake that you bake and then it like bubbles up and then it has like volume and then you freeze that and then it's like an ice creamy texture or something, right? Like frozen cheesecake or something. Was saying you could take pictures of your words worth saying and have Google pull them. Oh, that is true. I don't even have to do it with Google, technically. I can just do it with my I can just do it with my note-taking app, actually, technically. The thing for me is I don't want it to be in text, right? So that's like the part of me that, like, I can literally search my own written text, but I like reading my things we're saying in my script, right? It's a little bit of a bias, technically. I, it would be the same if it was just like text, but I don't know. Text feels less personal to me. than my own, handwriting. There is actually a pretty good looking bread recipe that calls for ice cream in the recipe. Looks like a confetti cake cousin. I try it. That does sound nice actually. The melt they melt the ice cream and they use it as a liquid. Ah, no milk, no eggs, just ice cream, flour, baking soda and sprinkles. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Lot more of sense is being made right now. That sounds about right, Luke. It should be great. It does sound pretty good. Hippo Burby, Luke. Really, Sam? I've never heard of such a thing. Google ice cream bread, y'all. I couldn't believe it. Dang it. Frozen cheesecake sounds so good right now. It does, doesn't it? It might be bad texturally. Texturally is not a word. Don't at me. Freaking texturally is now a word. You know what it means? So with wording, oh, get worded. Okay, let's put a card, shall we? It's almost time for us to finish stream. It is Sunday, so we will sangha. Let me pull out a card. The whole deck at first. Getting ice cream cake made for you by your son that you brought into this world. Isn't that a cool fractal? Frozen cheesecake, but you're right. Does sound nice. I'm just imagining like the granules, right? Like if the cheese freezes or the cream cheese freezes, it's going to be like clumpy, right? It should like the nice thing about cheesecake is that it's smooth, and if you freeze it, is it going to break that smoothness? Right, that's the thing my mind goes to. I'll have to try it. My mom does make cheesecakes, so maybe like one day if she has like a little bit of extra stuff left, I'll put it in the freezer. I first said orange, then it said purple. Lam vam ram yam lam vam yum hum lam ra yum ha ram. This one. Technically it's purple, but I feel like it's a lot of blue. There's like purple lines, there's orange lines as well. There's a whole spectrum here. And I was honoring the moon today. It's half moon right now. So it's the phase mandala, right? The one next to my eye is the one it looks like right now. These bad boys or bad girls. Need to stop? Yeah, you're right. Please. I feel like I guess these colors a lot though. Yeah, I mean it is purplish, right? I feel like it could be interpreted as blue, but this is more blue to me. This is like more a purplish tone. Right? Now that I do this, this is like the purple I have on myself. It's also a little bit more on the blue side again. I have a key lime cheesecake in the freezer too. They sell cheesecakes in the freezer section. I think it's fine. It probably should be. I'm just thinking like eating it frozen, right? Not letting it thaw. Like having it nice and cold is what I'm imagining. The phase mandala. Sorry about that. The freaking wind is like really going for it. Indigo. Yeah, that's probably the right one. I want to make a key lime cheesecake with animal crackers as the crust. Upon deliberating, considering all of the voices in my head, some of them were like, yeah, we like animal crackers. And then some of them were like, that is sacrilege. You're supposed to slowly lick the animal off the cracker. And then the logical part of myself was like, the cheesecake filling is going to dissolve the animal cracker icing. And then the part of myself that's experimental is like, yeah, that's the point. You get dissolved animal cracker icing at the bottom of your cheesecake. So you know what? If not, why not, Sam? The power is in your hands. They have a special citrusy snap from the cream of tartar, and I can't stop thinking about it. I mean, there's There's no time like the present, right? Nothing's gonna stop you. You can. You can do that. You can make freaking cheesecake with pickles as a base if you want to. Please don't. Please don't do that. Right? I don't think I can be friends with you if you put pickles in your cheesecake. But animal crackers, that still seems like it's in the same fractal, right? I can get behind that. Those are circus cookies. Hey Google, animal crackers. Bruh, there's a movie called Animal Crackers. Oh, we don't have these. Yeah, we don't have these, Sam. This will 100% work, right? Because you use cookies for like the base. Our animal crackers are not those. You call those zoo biscuits? I put a different keyboard on my tablet and I don't know if I like it. It squishes my keyboard down. So small. Yeah, you're right. It is zoo biscuits I was thinking about. These are the ones I thought you were mentioning, Sam. Like those are super popular in South Africa. I don't know if you know those. Malta, you still fasting? Technically, I'm fasting again. Right? So I wasn't fasting yesterday, and now I'm gonna be fasting again. Hopefully, until the end of the week. We'll see how things go. I feel cold to it. I felt really bad breaking my fast yesterday, so I want to get back on it. Yeah, they do. They're iced gingerbread animal cookies. My store carries like 3 or 4 different varieties. There we go. Made it in time for card. Ahoy, mateys. We love you. Jovan, thank you for joining us, dear one. I tuned out for a minute, but Mel's saying you were supposed to slowly lick the animal off the cracker. You stop quoting me on this whack shit that I say, bro. Like I say these things and then I am instantly like, bro, that's gonna be like something people quote one day, bro. Like, no, stop. And then you quote me one day, today on it. Mel didn't know again. That was there. That was true. Okay. One more time, reveal the flower of life in the background, the moon phases going all around, the beautiful center. Let's read what it means. Card number 2 of the whole deck. Phase mandala. Cycles and movement. Yeah, movement, right? The amount of wind that has moved over me, the amount of water that moves over the pebbles to slowly melt them away. Living in cooperative balance with movement through cycles is the message of this card. We watch the moon as she rolls around the earth and shows us the faces of her phases. We experience the cycles of nature in the turning of the seasons and the phases of matter as solid, liquid, and gas. Don't forget plasma. Don't forget plasma, Francine. There's plasma as well. We cycle from childhood to adulthood to midlife to elder with the movement of our humanness, conception, manifestation, completion. Everything moves in cycles and then begins anew. Mindful advancement through phases gives personal, symbolic meaning to any event. Look to the underlying energy and movement rather than the actual event. Look at that, right? Like, yes, we were talking about pebbles getting ocean waved, right? Sure, that's the actual event, but we literally as a stream, as a collective, looked at the underlying movement. That's so trippy. The underlying energy. On some level, a physical move, a new job, a gig, a creative project, a birth, or an expansion in relationship is similar energetically. Each involves your intention to move towards new possibilities and fruition of your personal dream. Each represents a phase in the cycle of your life experience and spiritual growth. Each moves you towards the evolution of your vision. Honor the progression of movement in your current situation. It feels like eerily synchronous. That's trippy, yo. Thank you, universe, for this message to Sacred Geometry today. Jovan, love to you, Lisa. How about that? Huh? Wasn't that appropriate? I feel so. It feels like what I was supposed to hear, especially with the stuff we talked about. Toasty Malosty asking about the gig. Mojo choosing to celebrate me as well. The evolution of our vision, huh? I am curious to see how this vision we are actively participating within is going to continue evolving. Because this is just a start, right? This is just the start. It's going to get wacky. I intend for it to be wacky. I intend, and this might be a yikes to some people, but I intend to literally augment myself cybernetically. Like we were talking about cybernetic augmentation as well today, with like cyber arms. But I 100% intend to get chips in my brain so I can make art literally by sitting and looking. Right? Imagine. And I was literally going through a deep meditation. This is not on. I was going through a deep meditation yesterday, imagining how one day I will literally be able to morph stages in front of people, tripping balls, dancing their hearts out with my hands, right? I can literally go oink, and then the stage goes by using my brain computer interface. And I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yes. I need to do that. It is awaiting, right? And we'll get to share that whole journey. Your friends will get to see if I change. I hope I stay the same, right? Part of me hopes I stay the same. Part of me knows that is an illusion, right? To even hope such a thing, an impossibility, knowing that change is the only constant ultimately, right? I just hope I stay loving. And I do believe, because of your friends' influence in my life, it is inevitable. I cannot not be loving. So let's play some kalimba, shall we? Mm, It's not too much nice light. Melt, I'm super proud of you for being able to use your fantastic art flowers in the real world. Congrats. Thank you for celebrating me too, Zano. We are artists at heart, right? And the fact that we are given these opportunities to go and share it with others is the thing that I'm super grateful for. Like I have been putting in the work, right? Efforting for a while now. But if not for other people, if not for people trusting me enough to try and do these things, if not for John, right, seeing the vision that I have and wanting to help me with it, if not for you, friends, seeing the vision that I have and wanting to help me with that, I wouldn't have been able to. So, yay me, but also yay you. If not for you, no us, right? No Melt more, technically. So, with that in mind, let's calm down on stream and play some kalimba. And just like that, our stream has reached its natural conclusion. A calm send off to an interesting conversation, a conscious evolution, a moment to show up for love, to be amongst friends. Here, let me see. There we go. My chat message is already coming through. Y'all are artists. I love that. No, you. I can't wait to dance with Melt's fractal flowers in the form of lights and lasers. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hopefully, hologram tech, matures eventually as well. Like I've been looking over to my left over and over again, and you friends might have been wondering why. It's because of this. There's just been like so many Berbers, like they're doves, but they're just like so many of them chilling on that wire. Look at all those dudes and dudettes just chilling. I wonder what they're doing. Here comes a new one. Oh, there's something cool happening here. Oh man, I missed the landing. What's happening here now? Look at all my homies chilling. Here comes a new one. Yeah, 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 yeah. Why? Why is there just like more and more doves spawning from the universe? More? One more. One more, and then I'll finish stream. Either if one joins or if one leaves. Maybe it's an audience. You know what? I'm taking it as such. It is an audience. Yes. All of these doves are watching me right now, blessing me with their little presences. Oh, no. Our Shan message is already beautiful. You're amazing, Shan, and all of us. And us all. Love is true. Wonder if they're homing pigeons. No, I don't think so. Those are like the wild pigeons. I mean, I did say that I'll end stream if they leave. That was a lot more uh, energetic than I thought it was going to be. I thought there would be like one of them leaving, not like all of them at the same time. And there's like something, there's like an energy there. I'm feeling it. I don't know what I'm feeling or what it means, but I'm feeling there's something about it that just happened. I wish I could clip all those sections of you playing kalimba and make a big long song to meditate to. You can't do that? What's stopping you? I'm pretty sure you can, like download my videos and stuff. I'm not saying you have to. They're listening to you play kalimba. Love is true. Okay, our Shan message is ready, so I'm going to read it. Have the mostest, beautifulest day, everyone. Yes, everyone. Everyone on planet Earth, everyone in the entire universe right now listening. I for show, for seriously, love you all. So, very, very, super streamly, colossally, considerably, cosmically, whoppingly, hulkingly, oceanically, dearly, beloved, genuinely graceful, gifted, Melt Moore, and all of you, oh so, very, very, amazingly, wonderfully, thoughtfully, optimistically, admirably, fantastically, marvelously, miraculously, powerfully, intoxicatingly, gorgeously, brilliantly, radiant, magically magical, divine, adored friends that lovingly go through life like pebbles on the beach. So beautiful. Thank you, dear loved ones, for joining me. Thank you, Shan, for blessing all of us with such beautiful words always. Love is true, empirically so, without any doubt, because we keep showing up for it and we keep finding it in one another. Thank you, friends, for proving to me once again the truth of love. I appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon, either tomorrow or in a little bit in the Sangha. I love you. Cheers, everybody.